Oh boy, what are we doing here? Hello everybody and welcome to a Penta's first look on Slay the Spire. I played this last night on stream for about 2.5 to 3 hours. For those of you that don't know, you may understand, you may not know that for months and months and months I've been denying to play this game because it just didn't do it for me visually or gameplay wise. But Megacrit was kind enough to have provided me a second copy of the game after I kind of didn't want to play it the first time. And so here we are, and after reading up on the updates and the patches and whatnot, I figured I can't... In my industry, sometimes you have to step outside your comfort zone, and I've been playing card games for 20 years. I've been playing Magic the Gathering for 20 years, and so last night on stream people noticed that I was a little bit better at the game than they were expecting. I still died a bunch, because this game's a roguelite, so it's pretty hard. And I made a couple of dumb mistakes, but anyway, I figured we'd take a look at it and let you guys decide if you want this to be a series a couple times a week or not. If it's something that you're interested in, let me know down below immediately. Right now, let me know down below if you want to see this a couple times a week, 2, 3, 4 days, whatever, I don't know. It's relatively easy to record, but depending on how long the videos can be, runs or whatever, it might have to be only a couple times a week. But anyway, as with anything else, likes and comments, share the videos. That's always going to be the biggest way to support a new video. You all are amazing, and let's just start a run. Slay the Spire, for those of you that don't know, is a card-based roguelite. The easiest way for me to describe it to people is it is basically, if you think about Darkest Dungeon, but a little bit dumbed down, and I don't mean that in like a negative way. It's a little bit in a negative way because Darkest Dungeon is so complex and intense, whereas Slay the Spire is a much more refined kind of outline of the dungeon crawling. So it's, you choose your hero, so we go to Embark, and you choose your hero, the Ironclad or the Silent, who I unlocked last night on stream. Third character to come soon in early access. I'm not sure when that's going to be. You choose a character. They both play differently with different decks. If you're familiar with deck building, they each have decks that contain attacks, powers, skills, enchantments type things to help you combat the enemies you come across. And you embark on a journey, and you go into this dungeon. We're just going to play as the Ironclad for the first time, just because he's the default character, so why not start the video with the default character? So we're in Act 1, the Exordium. And just a brief look at the overlay here, while Mr. Whalebro here talks. This is Niao. So we see myself here, the Penta Hybrid, the Ironclad. We have 80 HP. If you run out of HP, like in most games, you die. There are ways to prevent that. You start with 99 coins, which you can spend on various events throughout the game and or merchants if you come across them. You have 3 potion slots that you can use to either use offensively against enemies or buffs on yourself. There's the map, which we'll show you in a bit. Our deck, this is our current deck. You start out with a default deck of 5 strikes and 5 defends. Or no, 5 strikes, 4 defends, and a bash card, which is one of my favorite early game cards for starting. And then you have the settings menu, which no one cares about. Over here you have your trinkets. I think they're called artifacts. I'm just going to call them trinkets. Burning Blood is his default one. At the end of each combat, you heal 6 HP. So once you've beat an enemy and you end the combat and you move on to the next area of the dungeon, you heal 6 HP if possible. So you proceed through different areas of the game, all randomly generated, procedurally generated. Actually, this one's randomly generated. This one's not procedurally generated. This one's randomly generated. It might be, if you're persnickety, it might be procedural, but for better or less, it's randomly generated. You can choose your path to go through it. You can kind of eyeball what path works the best for you, and at the end of it, there's a big boss. And at the end of the big boss, you move on to the next section, which is Act 2. As you can see over here in the legend, unknowns are encounters, merchants are shops, treasure rooms hold gold or relics in them. That's what they're called, relics, not artifacts, relics. Resting, you can heal or upgrade your cards at those. Enemies are just normal hostile enemies. And elites are powerful foes. These are basically the champions that you can gain a relic from defeating them, but they are very, very difficult. And so what I've been doing on stream is I usually find a path that has a couple of enemies, couple question marks, and all leading up to a boss and a fire. But for the sake of this first video, I think this one right here might be the best, because we can go boom, 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 and then the fire over here, which will lead to a chest, another fire, another elite. That's actually a very good pathway there. So we're going to do that one. So we click in here, and we fight our first, well, you gotta jump in the run first. Another try. Choose. And at the beginning of every run, Niao will occasionally give you the option to take something. So I can remove a card from my deck. I can gain +8 max HP, which is pretty decent. I could lose all my gold and gain a card. Or I could lose my starting relic and gain a random relic. I'm going to take the lose your starting relic and gain a random relic because this worked out well for me the last time. He gave me the Black Star, which gives you 2 relics when defeating an elite. That's a really good relic, actually. It's a really good one. Immediately, I'm not calling them trinkets anymore. So we're going to go to this path, and we're going to fight our first set of enemies, which are these squiggly boys, also known as louse. The way the battle lays out is here you got mana. It's called energy in the game, but I'm probably going to call it mana. In the terms of Hearthstone, basically every turn I get 3 mana that I can use to cast these cards, and each of these cards has a cost. So I'm able to play 3 mana worth of these cards. So because this guy has 17 HP, I'm going to cast my bash on him, and what that does is it does 8 damage and applies 2 vulnerable, and vulnerable makes them weak. So now he's vulnerable. You can see he takes 50% more damage for 2 turns, which means I can kill him with this, because he'll take it. Oh, he did heal a little bit there, so we won't be able to completely kill him. So instead of doing that, I'm going to just throw up a defend, gain 5 of this block, and block prevents you from taking damage to your HP. It's armor, if you will. Your draw pile and your discard pile, so I only have 7 cards in my deck right now, plus the 3 that are out. So once I discard these, they're going to go over here. It's going to be 5. They discard every turn, and then I'll draw my next 5. And once those 5 are out and they go in the discard pile, once your entire deck goes into the discard pile, they reshuffle back into this, and you start drawing them again if the battle lasts long enough for that to happen. The interesting thing about this one is, much like Into the Breach I played on stream a couple days ago, it actually shows you what the enemies are going to be doing. So this, he's aggressive, he's going to attack for 5 damage. This one's aggressive, he's going to attack for 6 damage. So I'm going to take 11 damage, but realistically I'm only going to take 6, so it'll drop me down to 74, because I've got this 5 armor negating this attack. It's a lot of information, but it's pretty simple once you understand the basics of it. So we're going to take 6 damage here. That's fine, that's not too terrible. We redraw these last 5 cards. They're planning on doing the same thing to me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kill him. And I'm going to kill him because 6 damage. Ooh, I'm not going to kill him. So instead, to save my HP, I'm just going to gain 5 block. I'll kill him next turn because when I deal damage to him, he coils up and gains defense. So instead of attacking him for 6 and bringing him down to 3, or bringing him down to 2, I'm just going to negate his next attack and kill him next turn. It's a little strategy, a little tactical. I like it. So now we reshuffle all of our cards back into here. And throughout the game, there are cards that will be added to your deck either from an attack or from negative effects, and they will be added into your deck, and they are curses, and curses we'll probably get to in a little bit here because I'm known to get cursed in this game. So we get 18 gold from that battle, an energy potion, which on use gives you 2 energy. That's a very good potion. And we get to add a card to our deck out of 3 random cards here. So we get Inflame, which is a 1-cost power, and powers affect the entire battle. It's not a it's a single-use power. It affects the entire battle, and it'll gain me 2 strength, and strength adds to damage to your attacks. We got Infernal Blade here, which is an add a random attack card to your hand. It costs 0 this turn, and what Exhaust does is it removes it for the rest of that encounter. So you can only use it 1 time during an encounter on the map. Blue is uncommon, so none of these are like super rare, but they are decent. Dual wield copies a card from your hand, and you're able to use it again, which is really good. But I'm going to take the Strength card because Inflame tends to give me a good 1-up on some of these boss guys. So I'm going to go to this first event area here. I'm going to take a drink from my delicious beverage. All right. Wing statue. Among the stone and boulders, you notice an intricate, large boulder statue resembling a wing. Fine gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more inside. Requires a card with 10 or more damage, which I don't have, so I only can leave or pray. Remove a card from your deck and lose 7 HP. I'll do that. Someone once told you the cult worshipped a giant bird. As you kneel in prayer, you begin to feel lightheaded. You wake up sometime later feeling strangely fleet of foot. I'm going to remove one of the strike cards, because the lower amount of cards in your deck, the better. It gives you a chance to cycle through your better cards quicker rather than having a bunch of 6 power attack cards. It's not going to do you a lot of good. So we got another guy here, Jawworm. This guy's got a plate armor, I believe, but... So I'm going to immediately use Inflame to gain myself 2 strength, which means I increase all my damage by 2. So instead of doing 6, these do 8. But I'm going to throw a Defend up twice to keep myself from taking too much damage here. And maybe next turn I'll pop my, energy potion, but that's not really that good of an idea. So I'm going to use Bash on him. It's going to vulnerable him, which means he takes more damage. So he's going to take 12 damage from each of these. Oh, I don't have the energy, that's fine. So we'll take 7 damage here, drop us down to 59. It's not too terrible. Taking damage like this is not something that I'm super up against. So he's gonna die. And that's that battle. 13 gold, a weak potion, which means we can apply weak to an opponent, which means they do less damage to me with their attacks. We can add another card. You can always skip a card if you don't like the cards you get. Sever Soul. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and deal 16 damage. Or gain... Iron Wave is real good. Gain 5 block, gain 5, or deal 5 damage. That's a pretty good card there. So I'm actually going to take that. It's a 1 cost, 5 block, 5 damage, which is pretty decent. We're going to move here this time. I am making my way towards that elite. Ah, it's this guy again. A strange blue humanoid with a golden helm approaches you with a huge smile. Hello, friend. I'm a cleric. Are you interested in my services? The creature shouts loudly. 35 gold to heal, which will heal us pretty much all the way up, or 50 gold to remove a card from your deck. I'm going to actually refuse to heal, and I'm just going to purify my deck and remove another strike. I think that was a smart decision. Healing would have probably been a decent idea, but yeah, no. So we're going to gain 2 strength, and then we're going to bash him. So that's going to do 10 damage and apply 2 vulnerable, which means for the next 2 turns he's going to take more damage. Incantation. You do not belong here. He casts a ritual on himself, which means he gains 3 strength. Or no, at the end of his turn he gains 3 strength. Which means I want him to die as quickly as possible, because he's going to become very strong at the end of next turn. So we'll take 1 damage here. Now he's strength, the vulnerable wore off, which means we actually have to kill him kind of this turn. So we're going to deal 7 damage there, gain 3 block, or gain 5 block, and we're just going to kill him. He's dead. He's not a problem. 10 gold and another card we can add. Blood for Blood. It costs 1 less energy for each time you lose HP in combat. That's pretty good, and it deals 16 damage. So if I ever take damage during combat and I draw this card, it goes down in cost. It's pretty good. Deal damage equal to your current block. Gain 8 block and draw a card. I'm going to take Shrug It Off, because drawing cards is a huge thing that I like in these types of games. So we got this Ocarina boy here. We're just going to get rid of it. Intends to do 18 damage to me. So I'm going to gain 2 strength. I'm not going to use Bash this turn. I have an idea for what I'm going to use with Bash, because now his next attack is going to be 18, which is unfortunate as well. But we'll be able to do Shrug It Off, Energy Potion, 2 defense, and then Bash. So we won't take any damage this turn. He'll be weakened. He intends to inflict a negative effect on me. Negative effect. That's not good. So we're going to try and deal as much damage as possible. And I'm not going to use that because our next hand is going to be 5 cards anyway. Strength down. Increases damage. Oh, decreases block cards by 1. That's not good. So use this. I might just tank this damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna tank this damage. I'll just tank the 18. Should have used the weak potion on him, but yeah, we might use the weak potion this turn. So we'll use the weak potion on him this turn. So I'll drop his attack down. Apply 2 more vulnerable to him. We'll gain 6 block here, or 4 block here. Deal a little damage to him, and move on. And remember, this guy's going to give us 2 relics from killing it because we started with this black star, which is pretty good. Sure. Why not? Might as well use the energy. You don't get your energy. You can't keep your energy next turn, so... Increases block by 2. Give me a strike. That's not good. And he's dead. So we get 34 gold. We get the blood vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. That's pretty good. And bronze scales, whenever you take damage, deal 3 damage back. That's also pretty good. Another weak potion, and we get to add a card, which we can add... Thunderclap is pretty good. For 1 mana, deal 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That's a good round opener. You deal a little bit of damage and you have vulnerable, and then you finish up with the rest of your attacks. Juggernaut for 2 mana, power. Whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. That's also really good. That's actually not really good. It's pretty good, but it's not really good. Combust at the end of your turn, lose 1 HP, and deal 4 damage to all enemies. That's also really good. I'm taking that. And we're gonna hit up this guy. We can beat him. We can beat this guy real quick before we get to that chest. So we'll inflame, shrug it off, and we'll iron wave. So we won't take any damage. We've done some damage to him. This guy's a thief, so he actually takes money from me if he does damage. So unfortunate. And he's dead. No issue. 30 gold back from him stealing it from me. Ooh. Metallicize at the end of your turn, gain 3 block. So that's a power for the whole combat. Once I use this, it stays for the whole combat. At the end of each turn, I gain 3 block. So I start off each turn being able to take 3 block away. Ghostly armor is really good though. So I'm gonna take ghostly armor. That's really good. Ethereal means if I don't use it, it disappears for that combat. So you kind of want to use it every time. I'm gonna rest up, gain 42 HP. We'll hit up our chesty chest here and get Vajra at the start of each combat. Gain 1 strength. That's pretty good. We got a bunch of these guys in a row, so hopefully we'll gain some money before that shop up there. The living wall. I've never seen this one. As you come to a dead end, you begin to turn around. Walls slam down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know and I'll let you. I require change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow. Forget, remove a card in your deck. Change, transform a card in your deck, or grow. Upgrade a card in your deck. I'm going to upgrade a card. I'm going to upgrade... It's 5 damage to all enemies. I might upgrade Iron Wave. 7 block, 7 damage. But Bash is also good. 10 damage and 3 vulnerable for 2. Then gain 3 strength is pretty good. We'll upgrade Inflame. Inflame's pretty good. The walls in front of you merge back into the ceiling, leaving a path forward. Next up, the Serpent. Oh, this guy gives you curse, but he gives you a bunch of money, so I'm going to take it. So this guy, you walk into a room and find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, the enormous serpent creature from within... Oh, hello, what have we got here? Hello, adventurer, I ask you a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? So if I agree, he'll give me 175 gold and give me a doubt curse, which is really bad. But I'm taking it, because that money's really good. Yes, this will be all worth it. And that's a curse. I told you we were going to get cursed. The serpent rears its head and blasts a stream of gold upward. It is amazing and terrifying simultaneously. You gather all the gold, thank the snake, and get going. To our next question mark, which is a slaver. So we're going to instantly inflame ourselves. Smack him and use a block. So doubt's going to give us weak at the end of turn. But because we've got +3 strength, the weak isn't going to do a whole bunch. He weakened us more. I'm going to use ghostly armor because you kind of have to. I'm going to use this to give him a little bit of a vulnerability for his next turn. He'll do 2 damage to us here. And he's dead. 18 gold. Sword boomerang I'm not a fan of. Armaments is really good. Gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat. And if you upgrade that, it upgrades every card in your hand for the or every card in your deck for the whole combat, which is really good. So here we go, got a bad guy. Bunch of goblins, or gremlins rather. So we'll instantly use all 3 of these. We'll use ghostly armor, we'll use combust, and we'll use inflame. So they're all going to take damage at the end of each turn, which is going to just wipe them out immediately. They're going to die so quickly. I'll take some damage here, but they're going to die. And they have to weaken me 4 to make me go back to just default damage. So we've got this guy dead. We got this guy dead. We'll defend. Negate this damage he's got. Combust is doing some work for us. He's charging up something. Don't know what that is, but that's right. Whenever you take damage, deal 3 damage back. That's also what we've got. So we use this. Going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade Bash for the rest of combat. Or Iron Wave, rather. Because then I can kill this guy. Gain 8 block here, so I'll bring me up to 20. There you go. And then he'll die next turn. Dead. Probably could have played that better, but you know what, it's all good. Feed is really good. Hemokinesis, I've never seen this. Lose 3 HP, deal 14 damage. That's pretty good. Whirlwind is really good, though. It deals 5 damage to all enemies X times, and X is how much mana you decide to use on it. So if I use that with my full 3, it'll deal 15 damage to every enemy. But Feed deals 10 damage, and if it kills a non-minion, it'll gain 3 permanent HP for me. I take Whirlwind. I like Whirlwind a little too much. Alright, here we go. We got Alexa here. Go to his store. He's got a copy of Feed, so I didn't have to take Feed. That sucks. Heavy Blast is on sale for 25 gold. Deal 14 damage. Strength affects Heavy Blade 3 times. Flex, gain 2 strength. At the end of turn, lose 2 strength. Enlightenment. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand or by 1 this turn. Mind Blast, deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. That's pretty good, too. So then we're going to remove a card. We're going to remove Doubt. So that's 75 gold. Bottle Lightning. Upon pickup, choose a skill card at the start of each combat. This card will be in your hand. Choose a power card at the start of each combat. This power will be in your hand. I'm going to buy Mind Blast. I might buy a second Feed. I'll buy a second Feed. Let's try and gain as much max HP as possible. And I'm going to heal rather than upgrade a card because we're about to face the boss. And as cocky as I am, I want as much HP as possible. It's Slime Dude. So I died to this guy on stream. I'm going to apply a weak potion to him. I'm going to defend. I'm going to... I should have shrugged it off. And then I'm going to Whirlwind to deal 12 damage to him. This guy splits when he gets to 50% or lower HP. Which is a real shitty thing. So hopefully we'll be able to manage to kill him before he kills me. Which I guess is kind of the deal. I'm not going to use it though. I'm going to save it. That's going to do so much damage. Gain some strength. I'm not going to use... I shouldn't. That's going to be 0 damage. So we'll do this. That'll vulnerable him. And then we'll just be done. I'm going to save Mind Blast for when we have a full draw pile, hopefully. Hopefully. Or at least some cards. Draw it here? No. Gotta hit him while he's vulnerable. So he's going to split into 2 guys that have 48 HP. That's rough. It's going to do 12 or 24 to all of them. So they're down to 20 each. They're going to split into 2 enemies that have 20 HP. So now we got 4 enemies with 20 HP. Feed. I'll have to use it on one of the turns where they have a bunch of, or no HP, and freaking Mind Blast is going to be in this one. I have 0 cards. That sucks. Unplayable. It's a wound, which means that can show up in my hand now. So we're going to do a bunch of damage to him. It's going to... Oh, hold on. Kill... one of these guys. Oh, yeah, I can kill one of these guys. I can kill this guy. I can kill that guy. That's easy. And dead. There we go. 96 gold, weak potion. And we get to add Demon Form, which is at the start of each turn, gain 2 strength. That's a huge card. That's a really good card. Brutality, I've never seen. At the start of your turn, lose HP, draw 1 card. That's pretty good. Block no longer expires at the end of your turn. I take Demon Form. It's real good. We get to choose between a really powerful relic once you beat the floor. So we got Runic Pyramid. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand, draw 1 less card each turn. Oh. Mark of Pain, gain 1 mana at the start of each turn. Start combats with 2 wounds in your draw pile. That's pretty good. Or this, gain 1 mana at the start of each turn. You can no longer obtain potions. That's pretty good, though. And proceed. And it fully heals you, and now we move on to Act 2, the city, which is a completely new map. And I'm looking at this map, and I'm like... thinking maybe doot. Or maybe... yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. Get to this elite first. Hit him up, then go to the campfire. And then after that, there's a chest and another elite, which is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that. That's pretty nice. Oh, we got this guy. This guy's a freaking mage, and his armor doesn't go down every time. This guy's an asshole. Guy's an asshole. That stuff doesn't go down each turn. And he continuously adds it. This guy's a real shitbag. Use demon form, give ourselves 10 strength at the beginning of each combat. I'm not going to use the weak potion on him, even though I probably should. I'm going to use this on this, bring it up to 14, and then I'm going to use Whirlwind. Just annihilate his armor. He's going to do 20 damage. That's so rude. That's where you probably use the weak potion, is to prevent yourself from taking too much stupid damage. You get energy potion, which we can't use anymore. You can get another ghostly armor. Clash can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack damage, or attack deals 14 damage, and anger deal 4 damage. Place a copy of this into your card pile. This is a pretty good card, but I'm taking another ghostly armor. I'm not going to take another ghostly armor. I'm actually going to skip the card. We got a Chosen here, 98 HP. He's going to deal 13 to him right away. I'm going to use Demon Form. I'm going to use gain 8 block and draw a card, just in case he decides to do something. He's not going to do any damage, but sometimes they can, like, do some shit, I'm sure. Use this, upgrade you, confirm, and I'm going to just pop it. Whirlwind is real good. Use Inflame. We're gonna use Bash, weaken his ass, and we're gonna use this. He's gonna do 21 damage, which is also unfortunate. I gotta start paying attention to what damage you're gonna use. He gave me 2 dazed cards, which are real rude. But he's dead anyway. It's all good. Dazed cards disappear from your deck at the end of combat, but can't take that. Armament, another improved armaments. Deal 7 damage twice. These are all upgraded cards. Deal 6 damage, deals an additional +3 for all cards in your hand. Or no, deals an additional +3 damage for all of your cards containing strike. Oh, that's better than I was thinking it was. I read that wrong last night. I actually read that wrong last night. I'm going to take all these question marks. I read that wrong last night. Calipers. At the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of your block. Oh, so if I'm over 15 block, that'll benefit me greatly. Yeah, I read that perfected strike wrong last night. The library. You come across an ornate building which appears to be abandoned. A plaque that has been torn free from walls on the floor. It reads, "The library." Inside you found countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. You pick one and cozy yourself to a chair of crimson quiet. Choose one of 20 cards to add your deck, or heal 26 HP. I'm just gonna heal HP, why not? You doze off and wake up refreshed. We're about to fight an elite, so that HP is gonna come in handy. Writing of the Ancients. I've read this last night. Remove a card from your deck or upgrade all strikes and defends in your deck. I'm gonna upgrade all strikes and defends. So they all gain an upgrade, which is pretty nice. Unless, of course, I decide to get rid of them. Oh, I hated this guy. This guy was an asshole, so we're going to apply this to you. We're going to immediately do this on this guy to kill him. And then I'm going to do this, because this will kill him, and do some decent damage to him. So we can wipe out his minions right away. You can deal your damage to me. Armaments, my perfected strike, which I can't do. They're all upgraded. That sucks. I actually completely yeah. There's a searing strike card in this that you can upgrade multiple times. Dude, don't just summon people. You can't just be summoning people. Yeah, whenever I take damage, they deal 3 damage to them, which is real good. Alright, so feed, I'm gonna gain max HP here. Oh no, he's a minion! Fuck, that was stupid. I'm actually just gonna get... I'm not, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. And I'll just... yeah. Forgot, it's non-minion, guys, so I just ruined my feed there. But I have another feed, don't I? I have another feed. Yeah, sure. Those were all defends. Every time I... oh no. Every time I add a block card... oh, just... yeah. Just kill everybody. 28 gold. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill card to your deck, it is upgraded automatically. That's pretty decent. And Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power from your card, a random heart in your hand costs 0 for the rest of your turn. That's pretty good. And then an Explosive Potion, which I can't take. We get upgraded Flex. Gain 4, lose 4. Entrench. Double your current block. Or Sever Soul. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Deals 16 damage. Might as well take Flex additional. I mean, I don't really like that card very much, but why not? Who's this guy? Snecko. I've never seen this guy before. Never seen this guy. He's a completely new boy. He intends to do a negative effect on me. Perplex Engage. Confusion. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. We'll just do this. 16 damage to you right away. We'll do Whirlwind. Hopefully I'll be able to replay Feed once he gets down to a decent chunk of HP. If he doesn't die. Inflame for free, that's pretty good. Come on, do I have one more feed? I thought I had 2 feed. I thought I had 2 feed. Anyway, I thought I had 2 feed. If I don't, that's my problem. Reckless Charge, gain 1 vulnerable, deal 9 damage, deal with the 5 damage twice, or deal 9 damage and place... yeah, those are all bad. Get out of here. Those are all bad. Go to the store. 202 gold. Get your yawn out of here. Entrench, another armaments would be good. Fire breathing. At the end of your turn, for each attack, deal 1 damage to all enemies. That's not very good. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. That's pretty good. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. That's pretty good too. So I want one of these. I'll take this one. Armaments got upgraded and Ghostly Armor got upgraded. Those are both very, very good to upgrade. That's actually incredible. Yeah. It's actually incredible because that's what I was talking about. Like now, Armaments is gonna do so much damage, or so much damage for us potentially. Bag of Marbles at the beginning of each combat. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. We'll hit up this question mark. I have a plan here. Gain 5 max HP, lose 20. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to take a decay, which really sucks. At the end of your turn with that in your hand, you take 2 damage. We're gonna fight this elite at 26 HP. Oh, we're gonna lose. We are gonna lose. Use Demon Form. 0 strike, or 0 cost strike. And Iron Wave. We actually might die on this turn. We are going to die on this turn. Damn, that was a good run. 238 experience, it's not too bad. So thank you guys so much for watching this video on Slay the Spire. This was our first look here on YouTube. If you guys enjoyed this, depending on how you guys receive it, you know, views and comments and interaction on the video itself, this might become a series. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want it to be a series and you really want to see me play more of this on YouTube, let me know in the comments down below or on Discord. Join our Discord and see me over on my streams at twitch.tv/pentahybrid. My name is Penta. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a pretty fun game, but it's not something that I want to play on stream just because of how it's just, I don't think it's a stream game for me. So better fit on YouTube if you guys are interested in seeing more of it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.